Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle-focused wealth coach. Are you ready to upgrade your lifestyle and live the life of the wealthy and have all the dreams that you have thought about come true? Well, it's time to start prioritizing your fitness and seeking out exciting travel adventures. And in this video, we're going to explore the connection between physical health, mental well-being, and financial freedom. The importance of self-care and exercise to benefit you in exploring your new cultures and experiences. So, sit back, relax, and unwind. We're going to talk about these habits and the mindset and shift that it's going to take you to achieve these more wealthy and more fulfilling lifestyle goals. So sit back, relax, and unwind. Get inspired. It's your boy, Ronco Johnson, keeping you company on this Lifestyle Focus Friday. Man, I can't wait to talk to you on the inside. So when we get started, we're going to start talking about how living your life, the life that you really, really deserve. Man, it is going to be a hot one. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for joining us here on Friday afternoon. It's Lifestyle Focus Wealth. Hello, everybody. It's good to have you here tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all these different social media platforms. Thank you for joining us. There we go. We had a little microphone interruption. It's Ronco Johnson, Lifestyle Focus Wealth Coach. How are you out there? Welcome. It's Lifestyle Focus Friday. This is when the lights go out. Are you ready? Sit back, relax, and unwind. Join us here on the inside as we're going to talk about financial fitness today. We're going to talk about your travel plans and how the mental well-being works well with it. Yes. We're going to look at things a little bit differently today. And it's all because you deserve it. You deserve it. Come on in. Sit back, relax, and unwind. Get your cups full and your pencils ready. And join me on the end of the side. Hey, good day. Welcome back. It's Ronco Johnson, your Lifestyle Focus Wealth Coach. Good to see you. It is Friday, Lifestyle Focus Friday. And guess what, y'all? Your boy's got his voice back. Yay, we got our voice back. It's good to talk to you. Hopefully I sound familiar. And guess what? Today I am in sweatpants and jogging outfits. Why? Because today we're going to be focusing on wealth, travel, and fitness, and why it's so pivotal in your roles when it comes to thinking about enriching one's lifestyle and fostering a holistic well-being. All this matters. Yes, we've talked about money. But because I know you've been good stewards of your money, it's time to talk about some of the things that you can use your dollars positively to affect and create. And keep in mind, you know when I'm talking about wealth, I'm not always talking about cash as wealth. I'm talking about creating moments. I'm talking about creating memories. I'm talking about doing things that you can't necessarily purchase, but it sticks in the front of your brain, something that you, on the landscape of all the great things that you've done in your life, is something that's memorable and that the folks around you are going to remember as well. Well, we want you to be able to enjoy your life. We want you to be able to enjoy the experience. We want you to be able to live a fabulous lifestyle. but you're going to have to be a little healthy, a little wealthy, and a little fit to enjoy the lifestyle. Would you agree with me on that? Would you agree with me on that? Hey, thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't joined us before, hey, I normally am not in jogging suits and sweatpants, and you're probably thinking, what in the world? That's because we got a different type of show for you today. Today, we're going to be talking about travel. That's going to be first up. We're going to be talking about why it's important, why travel is important. And, at the beginning of the year, I like to talk about what are you planning on doing? What have you, at the very first, because we're so busy throughout the course of the year, and I don't know about your business, but at least in our business, the fourth quarter of the year is hectic. I mean, it's truly hectic. So when do you find time to create more room in your cup? If your cup is running over, when do you take time to stop, find some time to meditate, to find some time to clean out your closet and get rid of all the old and make room for the new? When do you find that time? When do you find that time? Well, for me, it's January, the whole month of January. It's that time that you get a chance to think, reboot, recreate, elevate, motivate, and watch this seed that we plant grow. Man, doesn't that sound spectacular? Doesn't that sound spectacular? Well, it's all part of the master plan. It's just part of it. And one of the ways that I like to talk about today is travel. Cultural enrichment comes from traveling. Traveling exposes you to individuals in such a diverse situation. The cultures, traditions, even their perspectives is different. When you get out and travel, broadening your horizons is not a bad idea. See, when you get to understand the world and fostering more empathy for other places in the world, we're not so focused on what's just happening in your home or in your city or in your town. Number two, personal growth happens. We have new experiences that challenges our comfort zones. I once traveled to, I love going closer and closer to the equator. But, some of those countries, financially are living in a very scarce environment when it comes to money. However, they're full of culture. They're full of traditions. And the perspectives are not based on wealth or cash. It's based on the things that they really, really want and need. Time with family, friends, and a surrounding of people who love them and making things happen. But what happens to you when you get to travel? When we talk about this personal growth side of it, for me, it's all about self-discovery because I learn something more about myself every time I get to go. But I'm going to get into that in just a moment because I think I'm going too fast. Hey, I want to welcome you guys. Welcome back to When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? And, today's episode, we're going to be talking about all the other things that take some stress off of you. Take some stress off of you during these times, and you can start to think about where you want to go, where you want to be, what you want to be when you grow up. Even if you're a 70-year-old kid, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? We don't have to grow up. It's a state of mind. I'm not saying you're not grown already. I'm just saying it's a state of mind. It's a state of mind, y'all. You're as young as you want to be. So listen, this is, if you're first time with us today, I'm going to encourage you to do a few things. Do me a favor. All we need is in the room, and we need you. So do me a favor, smash the like button, share button, the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe. We need your help. We want you to be a part of our lifestyle-focused wealth community, and we need you to be here on Fridays at 1 o'clock and tell other people that you came by. Don't be selfish. Why would you do that? It's better when you can share. Spend some time with me, Ronco, on Friday with some popcorn and friends. Why not? Why not? And don't forget, at the bottom of today's show, in the description area, you can always sign up for our newsletter. It's a beautiful newsletter. We send out, it can be on our email list once or every 2 weeks. If I'm not mistaken, it's every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, right? Every 2 weeks. And I can tell you, it's full of articles, it's full of art, it's travel, there's recipes. And don't forget, DM me if you're trying the recipes. DM me. Let me know. Let me know. Go to @RoncoJohnson.com or RoncoJohnson.com. Send me a message, an email. I want to know. I want to know. Send me some pictures. They're yummy. They're yummy. And this is all I'm telling you. You need to be a part of our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Join online. You can go to lifestylefocusedwealthcommunity.com and join. It's just $16 a month. And all you have to do is go to RoncoJohnson.com and you can find that out. Or you can go directly to lifestylefocusedwealthcommunity.com. And that will be there for you. So how was your week? How was your week? Did anybody out there do any traveling? If you're listening to our show today, have you done any traveling in the last week or two? How do you get your Mondays off, or start your year off, your January's off? Do you just wait until the end of the year and this complete build up? You got Thanksgiving. Well, it starts with October. So I would say Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and you celebrate, and then you wake up Monday morning and you go right back to work? Or do you really take some time to kind of just relax, bring some peace, and think about really what it is that you want to achieve in the upcoming year, and also give yourself an opportunity to look back at the last 12 months and see how much you've accomplished? Oh, man. I was sharing with some friends earlier the motivation of starting a new business, and I was letting this person know that I was once them. I was once them, meaning I was once them, frightened, unsure, no experience, didn't know where my leads were going to come from, didn't know anybody that owned the business. I wasn't very confident in how I was going to make these things happen until I started learning the power of manifestation and writing things down, goal keeping, and looking back, all those things, including this particular show, was written more than 10 years ago in my book, in my planning book, and in my planning guide. And it's crazy. It's amazing how that happens. And I have it with me today because I was just thinking about, man, if I can influence one or two of you that are listening to this podcast, to listen to what we're talking about today, to write some of these goals down: cultural enrichment, personal growth, stress relief, networking opportunities. If we start to write some of this stuff down and we start to share it with each other, what would your life look like 3 to 5 years from now? What do you want people to say about you when you walk in the room? You deserve the ultimate, because you know what? You're worth it. You're worth it. So you need to join us as I challenge myself and challenge you to prove that living with wealth starts now. It starts with staying fit. It starts with going on amazing travel adventures. It starts with having an amazing crew of people that rock with you. You rock with them. They get it. You get it. And you set the world on blaze. So I'm just interested in wondering, are you ready to get started with some type of statistic that you want to share with, your friends and your family about your travel experiences or wealth challenges over the last past year? Are you ready to change some of those things? And if you are, I think you're in the right place. I think you're in the right place. Here's why. Did you know there's a Harvard study? There's a Harvard study that reviews that CEOs who sit down and prioritize their fitness are 25% more productive than their less active counterparts. And so you got to consider this. Think about how you might integrate regular exercise and travel into your routine. Not only just to enhance your well-being, but to boost your financial success. See, it could be a key part, a key component to being prosperous in life. It keeps your life balance in order, right? Health, adventure, the balance of work. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? Yeah, think about a battery. If you light a light bulb on all day long, that battery is just going to completely run out. It lasts much longer if you just turned it off every once in a while, right? You wouldn't leave your TV set on 24 hours a day nonstop, would you? But that's what it's like when you're just working all day long. All day long. I don't know if you're getting anything out of that. But I really don't know if you're getting anything out of it. At the end of the day, at least with these newer televisions, if you left your television on 24 hours a day, guess what would happen? You'll wake up and you'll have that image burned into the television screen. The image of you working burned into the television screen. Even when you turn the television off, it will still be there. Who wants that? That's not living. That's not living, folks. That's not living at all, right? That's not what we're talking about. We want to be able to have information that we can share when we're at a dinner party. We want to be able to have information that we can talk about our development over the past year. Maybe you want to learn a new language, right? So I want to welcome you to a journey that where wealth isn't always measured by dollars and cents, but by the richness of experiences and how the vitality of your body and your mind can really help you unlock some of these little things that make you second guess yourself. And in this video, we're diving into how travel and how these travel experiences and adventures are not just luxurious, but essential. They're essential components to you truly living a wealthy lifestyle. And remember what I'm saying. Wealth is not always about cash. The experience of life has got wealth to it. The abundance of life has wealth to it. And when you really think about it, the ability to breathe air is abundance. If you don't know what I'm really talking about, the ability to breathe and inhale air and exhale air is abundant. You're inhaling oxygen and you're exhaling, carbon dioxide. And there's other living things that need what you're blowing out. What you're taking in, something needs for you to blow out, right? Well, the same thing with travel. The same thing with having your fitness goals. You can't just spend all the time just working. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So let's talk about the foundation of wealth living, okay? It's not just about looking good or feeling good or performing at your best, but regular exercise can significantly enhance that. Your physical fitness, your mental well-being, and your productivity is important. So if you can imagine, how much energy do you think you have if you were a little bit healthier? How much more focus would you have if you're getting the right amount of sleep and the resilience to keep going when things aren't going your best? Everyone can use that. But don't write it down as a end of the year new ritual that you're only going to do for 2 days. Make it part of your lifestyle. Make it part of your lifestyle. You know, why not? Challenge yourself to be better than where we are a year from today. I really think that has all the swag to it that we personally can have. Let me take a moment to say good day to everybody that's hanging out in the booth back there. Hey, Miss Henderson, I see you out there. You haven't traveled yet, but you're looking forward to. I'm sure that you got it on your guidelines and got it on your year of 2025 plans. And I see you, B. I see you, B. It starts with you. Time is now. Listen, health is wealth. Yes, it's true. It is true. But when we're going to take some time to enjoy life for a moment? You know, so when can you just take off your suit and tie, look yourself in the mirror and say, I love me. I love me. I can go to dinner, take myself out to dinner, take myself out on a date, and have a great big smile and understand that I feel good, look good, and I'm living my best life. Those are the kind of people I want to be around. If you're one of those kind of people, be sure you DM me today, immediately. I rock with you. That's the kind of people I like around me at all times. If you can do it by yourself, and you're good with it, allow me to be a part of that energy, because I can tell you now, I'm not going to bring anything negative to the table. I'm going to bring nothing but positivity. So you got to imagine that energy that we're talking about, that focus that we're talking about, that resilience that you can look across the room and you can see somebody else that has it. It's going to propel you to tackle life challenges and seize those opportunities. And guess what? You build partnerships through that. You'd be surprised, folks, how many times I've gone on trips. I remember my trip to Iceland, and I still have a great, great friend. Hi, Heinrich. I know you're out there. If you get a chance to say hello, I remember meeting this gentleman in the middle of the night. As I was walking around Reykjavik and in Iceland, and he saved my life, actually. He saved my life. Me and my travel partners got lost, and we couldn't find our Airbnb that night. And thanks to Heinrich, he picked us up and took us around, and he ended up being a financial expert in Iceland. Who would have thought? And he spoke English. And he comes to the States every once in a while. But because he was able to pick us up, he took me around Iceland and showed us some of the things that they do there, the cultural differences that they do there, and some of the ideas and the perspectives that were definitely different than what we do here in the United States. And I have to tell you, it's one of the best memories that I ever could have. And it wasn't something that I planned. It was just God's will. It was just meant to be. And we're still friends to this day. We share pictures. We share pictures of family, friends, and that's been several years ago now. Some of you guys are on this exercise right now. Some of you guys are watching us that I've met in my travels just domestically, you know? So when we're talking about opening new doors, we're talking about travel opens doors to new cultures, right? It really does. Whether it's being in the mountains and enjoying the serenity of the mountain hike, or being in some exciting area that's a busy city and it's bustling and all the good stuff that's happening, these travel experiences create memories. I'm looking so forward to, I got an upcoming trip to go see my daughter. You know, my daughter is a senior in college, and we're already talking about how we're going to spend the holiday. and it's her senior day. And, I get grandma and grandpa and her uncles and aunts and all the folks, and we're going to travel to her city out there, Missouri, and share an experience that we haven't had the opportunity to do as a complete family, just to show her love and support. And I already think about how that memory is going to stick with her for the rest of her life. So much so that I decided, hey, I need to take an extra day off work. Why? Because I give work all I get, but I don't get the opportunity to, live life every once in a while. And if you're feeling what I'm saying, put something in the comments that is meaningful, something that is that you're taking away from what we're saying, and be a part of it. I don't want you just to sit here and just listen. I want you to be a part of what we're talking about. If you got an experience out there you want to share it. Or you can send it to me in a private chat if you don't want it to be out there, and I can read it online while we're there. But I want to talk about the synergy of fitness and travel for a moment. The synergy of fitness and travel. See, when you combine fitness and travel, I'm talking so fast, I'm making up words. Jesse, that's not a word. You amplify one another. Imagine hiking through a scenic landscape, or cycling through a quaint little town, or even practicing yoga at a tranquil beach. That's kind of fun and sexy. And then you get me out there struggling to touch my toes. I know that's a funny sight. But these are all activities that not only enhance your physical fitness or physical health, but it provides a sense of adventure and fulfillment. Much like we talk about integrating financial tools to your lifestyle, well, today's episode, we're talking about integration of fitness and travel into your lifestyle. You're investing into your wealth. It all goes beyond the monetary gains. You're nurturing a well-rounded lifestyle. You've enriched your life and filled it with happiness, filled it with health and unforgettable experiences. So that's what we're exploring today. We're exploring how these are integral parts of your journey and why living your best life is so important. I mean, it really is. When I start to think about traveling and those types of things, I get so excited, man. You start thinking about where would I go? If I'm going to go to Colombia, or am I going to go to Puerto Rico, or where am I going to go? I'm ready to go right now. Get your passports ready. Let's go. Let's get your passports ready. Let's go. Or we're going to go for a jog down at the beach in Miami, or we're going to ride bicycles all day. If you're feeling me, you understand where I'm coming from, right? Are you understanding where I'm coming from, folks? One of the most pervasive misconceptions about wealth is that it is solely defined by monetary value. And we're here to just kind of debunk that, because I want you to understand when we're talking about lifestyle-focused wealth, this is what we're really talking about. The common narrative often equates to wealth when we talk about bank balances, luxury cars, and these sprawling estates. And it makes people wonder, well, are you really even talking to me? Well, we're still talking financial stability. That is important. Okay, I don't want to lose sight that financial stability is so important, certainly, okay? But it's important only for an aspect of wealth. It is far from the whole picture when it comes to wealth. True wealth encompasses a much broader spectrum of life's treasures. And we want you to start thinking about it. That's what this episode is about, you thinking about those treasures, right? The second part of that is I want you to focus on this. Here's a dime for you. I'm going to drop a dime for you. You got to start thinking, what about health? You know, there's a reason why January is the season to re-enroll in healthcare. Because we undervalue wealth. How does health make you undervalue wealth? Well, if you imagine having all the money in the world, but you were lacking the physical vitality to enjoy it, health is the cornerstone of your wealth, folks. It really is. It really is. Having regular exercise, eating well, having a balanced nutrition, and being mentally well are invaluable. These are assets. And remember what I said, it's either an asset or a liability. So is your nutrition a liability? Is your exercise a liability? Is your mental well-being a liability? The way you think, is it keeping you from going forward? Remember what I said, if you're the smartest person in the room and all you hear is you talking, you're in the wrong room. You're in the wrong room. And if the room was full when you got there, and then all of a sudden it gets scarce, it's probably because you're talking too much. That's right. Self-accountability, a healthy body, and a healthy mind. It enables you to do a few things, okay? It enables you to fully embrace the experiences and fully tackle challenges that are out there that's going to happen. And then you're going to enjoy savoring those moments. And you're going to have stories. You're going to have experiences that you're going to be able to share with other people who can learn from those experiences. So let's talk about experiences for a moment. I think experiences are priceless. They're priceless riches. There's nothing you can take that's more genuine than someone else's experience. Because life's most enriching moments often come not from the material possessions, but from the experiences. See, when you're traveling to new places and you're immersing yourself into that different culture of a different land, or you're learning a new skill like a new language, or maybe even you building relationships to create memories. Personal growth that money simply cannot buy. These experiences begin to shape your identity. They broaden the way you think and the horizon and provide you with a deep level of fulfillment. Man, I think there's probably more and more people that need to get out. Maybe we'll have a better idea about how to love one another much better if we got out and explore other cultures. You feel better. That's right, Sam. You feel better. Thank you for making a comment. It makes you feel better. Right? See, I see some folks out there now. You're commenting. Thank you very much. Spending time with your granddaughter is always going to be fun. Yeah, stuff like that is going to be fun. Why do we have to not have fun? Right? We should incorporate having fun, combining your financial stability with health. I think that's important. So in essence, think about this. I need you to think about this with me for a second. And I want to get your attention. So hold on. We're going to slow this down. I want you to think about, in essence, of rethinking wealth. I need you to start rethinking wealth. And what I mean by that, rethinking wealth means recognizing that it's not just about accumulating money. but it's all about nurturing health and seeking experiences that bring you joy and fulfillment. That's what this is all about. The broader perspective of wealth leads to a richer, more satisfying life. And we want to talk about what steps you're taking to integrate health and enriching your experiences as you go through this journey. And as you're going through this journey, you're accumulating these experiences that you can share with other people, which means you're accumulating wealth. So I need you to rethink how we're talking about this thing that we're chasing. And just like we had an episode where we're talking about referrals and recommendations. Most people think they're the same, but they're really not. Well, if you think you're chasing wealth, but you're missing out on the riches of experiences, we're not speaking the same language. Not only are you not speaking the same language, it is impossible for us to even disseminate the information that we're being given. Because immediately, if you're thinking I'm talking about money all the time, but I'm talking about health and wealth and experiences and through learning and these different things, you're missing the root of what we're talking about. Here's some of the benefits of maintaining your fitness. I got a few of them here, and I want to make sure that you get them, okay? And I want to share with you the benefits of maintaining your health. Here's one of three. Number one is increased energy. See, when you regularly exercise, your energy levels are going to improve. Your cardiovascular efficiency and your oxygen flow to your muscles, they're going to improve. This means that you can tackle these daily tasks a little bit more aggressively with less fatigue. If you find yourself falling asleep in the middle of the day, that means you probably are cutting off your oxygen and the flows to your muscles because you've been sitting down in front of a computer all day. It's time to get out and walk. It's time to get out and be active. Number two, enhanced productivity is number two. Because fitness routines help you have some enhanced productivity, especially if you're involving stuff like aerobics and you've been shown many different enhanced cognitive functions, including memory and concentration. God knows I need that sometimes because we're talking to so many people. Our day-to-day stuff has so much to remember to do that sometimes your cup flows over. It flows over. That's why you need that first month in January to just kind of make room, unpack, discard the things that no longer serve you. This translates to higher productivity and better business decisions, better decisions overall, making liabilities and more of an asset. I can tell you, making business decisions and making better business decisions, that's an ability that you can use both professionally and in your personal life. Okay? Are y'all with me on that? Are y'all with me on that? I really feel like I'm hitting you from a different perspective today, right? I know for me, at the end of January, when I come back and I get amongst the world in February, there's one thing I have noticed about myself. I've reduced the stress in my life. Right now as I speak to you, I'm happy as I went to my doctor's visit this morning. I already lost 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks. I haven't changed how I eat. I haven't changed my workout. I haven't changed anything. The only thing that's happened is the end of the year stress has left me. And my body is starting to show its appreciation, right? Those cortisol levels are going down. Physical activity stimulates your production, the endorphins in your body. Your body's natural mood lifts. This helps you to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. It leads to a more positive and focused mindset. You know, we've been talking about that mindset. This is really what the biggest focus has to happen. Because if you can think about it and you can write it down, you can pray about it, you can manifest it, you can ask to be happier. You can have a less stressful lifestyle. You can ask to be less depressed. You can do activities that cause you less anxiety. You control that. You absolutely control that. Man, I want to hear from you in the comments. When I return in just a moment, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you in the comments. I want to hear, how have you made these lifestyle changes? Have you incorporated your travel and your health? And if you haven't, I'm going to encourage you to go on one of those trips with us. I know last year we did the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's coming back up in New Orleans. I think the end of February, somewhere around there. Come on out. Enjoying our lifestyle focused group of people there, having a good time. We've worked all year. Have a good time. See someplace different. New Orleans is different culture. I can tell you that. The food is different. The people are different. The experience is different from city to city. Number 4, I want to go ahead and get into this. Improve your sleep quality. See, regular exercise can help you regulate your sleep patterns. Yeah, start trying to go to bed a little earlier. Ensuring that you get more rest and rejuvenating sleep. One of the ways that I have to do it is I make sure that I just tell my family and friends that I'm going off the radar for a little bit. That's okay. Going off the radar means simply I'm shutting down cell phones. I'm shutting down computers. Please do not call me asking for an appointment. I love you. I love you. I love you. But you get my Monday, you get my Friday, you get my best effort most of the year. All I ask for a little time to rejuvenate. Rejuvenate, get rest, so I can be of a high quality for you, and I can handle more of the situations out there. And I've become an expert of just telling people that's what I need. And most of you have complied with that. You need it yourselves. So good sleep is crucial when it comes to maintaining energy and being productive and having levels of productivity that are uncommon to most. You want to be at a high producing level at all times. That becomes our standard. That becomes our expectation. If you're going to do it, might as well do it to the tilt. There's no use in half-assing it, as my dad would have said. Don't half-ass it when you're going to do it. Do it right, Right? So when I return after the break, I want to talk to you about the benefits of travel and why they're so important and how you can implement those as well. So don't want to miss it. Sit back, relax, and know why I see you after the break. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Memberships starting at $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. So register online today at www.lifestylefocusedwealth.com. Hey, we're back. We're talking about the benefits of travel on today's Lifestyle Focus segment. And there's some benefits that I want you to focus on. There's 3, 4, there's maybe 4 little benefits I want to talk about, right? And number 1 is expanding perspective. When you're expanding your perspective, travel exposes you to different people. We talked about different cultures, different lifestyles and viewpoints. This is a way to broaden your understanding of the world. It enhances your ability to think creativity and creatively. You can think about things a little differently and how you solve problems and come from a different new angle and you have a different approach. It may just be simply because you had to travel somewhere and they taught you how to do it without a spoon or a fork. And even going on a nature walk, I learned that most people open a banana incorrectly. You can learn from an ape in the wild of how they open a banana, which is interesting. They rip the banana from the tree and they'll sit down at the top. And the funny thing is, the root side of the banana that most people open from is not the best side. The gorilla takes the root side, turns it upside down, and pinches the top of the banana and just pinches it with these big, strong hands that could tear tree bark right off the root of a tree. Pinches it and opens the banana perfectly every time. Such a gentle touch. You learn that from travel. That's information that we learn while traveling. Okay? So, number 2, networking opportunities. I've talked to you about meeting my new friend over in Iceland. But when you're traveling, especially when you get to a point where you can travel alone, traveling allows you to do a few things. It allows you to be open to meeting new people. And when you're open to meeting new people and building connections that can be personally or professionally rewarding, I think it brings a different mindset to why you go. Whether whether it's about fellow travelers or locals, or you're on a professional meeting, maybe you're going for a convention in a different place. These business trips are important because you get to encounter opportunities to make valuable friendships, valuable business collaborations and opportunities. I will tell you, always choose personal development, folks. Whether you're a small business owner, a large business owner, find time to go to some of these convention meetings. If you don't know exactly what you might be wanting to do in your career, or you feel like it's stagnant, or maybe you need a little more help with your marketing or advertising or SEO or whatever the case may be, hey, find you a convention to go to. You won't be the only one there. That I can guarantee you. And then surround yourselves with people who are professional, who are just like you, that rock with you. You're all starving for the same information. And this is number 3, personal growth. This is where the personal growth comes from. When you're able to step out and get some personal growth, step out of your comfort zone, and you start navigating an unfamiliar environment, guess what happens to you? You have a tremendous amount of confidence that just boosts up out of nowhere. You become adaptable to certain environments. That resilience starts to happen. And these qualities that are essential when you're talking about personal growth and success in all aspects of your life start to show themselves. Not just, you're not going to be the only one to recognize it. People around you are going to be able to recognize it. And they're going to see it in a positive light, not a negative one. Number 4, enhance creativity. We talked about this. New experiences and a new environment can spark creativity in many ways. It can inspire innovative ideas that you're saying, hey, I'm going to go back home and I'm going to try this. I was hanging out with Ronco in Egypt and, we tried some things. I'm going to come home and try this. Whether it's about, your architecture of a foreign city or a tranquil landscape in the beach, somewhere tropical. Travel can provide a fresh new perspective. At the same time, create inspiration for your work and your own personal travel projects, things that you want to do. So by maintaining your fitness and embracing travel, you invest in all your overall well-being and enrich your life, your energy, your productivity, your wealth of experiences, your connections everywhere you go. These elements together create a fulfilling lifestyle. It's very holistic in the approach to wealth and success. Okay? Are you guys understanding where I'm going? What are some of the ways that you've experienced these benefits of fitness and travel? I want to know. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. What are some of the ways that you've experienced fitness and travel in your own lives? Share with me. Okay? Share with me so I can come back and discuss those. I want to know. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one who gets excited about this topic. I absolutely love travel. I love travel, and I love working out. But sometimes you don't want to think about the working out part. You just want to go. All right. So I want to share with you a true story. I want to share with you a true story and the burnout to balance. From burnout to balance. And this is important. We've talked about this a little bit before, right? We've talked about what it looks like if you've worked too hard. If you work too hard, we're trying to avoid burnout. So we're going to talk about Alex. And this guy, Alex has been a successful entrepreneur who believed that wealth was solely about his finances. But Alex's life was a whirlwind. It was full of long working hours. The things you sacrifice when you interpret these words wrong. It was constant stress. There was very little time for self-care. So despite all the money that he's made, he felt unfulfilled in his life and on the brink of burnout. But here's the turning point to that. After having conversations with Alex, realizing that something had to change, I said, Alex, you can decide to prioritize your health and your personal well-being or decide not to. Well, I'm glad he took our advice. He started to make these small steps by incorporating regular exercise into his daily routine. In the morning, he would go jog with his puppy, his very small puppy. I wish I knew what type it was, but it's a good-looking dog. And because of him having this good-looking dog as he goes and jogs, he met a young lady that was running yoga sessions at the park. Well, guess what he does now? He joins her for yoga sessions at the park. And she joins him at the gym for some strength training. And this has become a part of not only his lifestyle, but his pack, his crew. The new girlfriend, the dog, they're all working out. They're all strength training. They're all getting some regular exercise. They've come together and done some remarkable things in life together. They've created experiences together. Not only did Alex feel more energetic and focused, wow, but you can just see the significant boost in his productivity, right? So when we talked about earlier, embracing travel, encouraged by his newfound vitality, right? Now Alex goes all over the world and he travels. And they go to many different diverse destinations. Doesn't just pick one place. Doesn't just go to the same place all the time. You never know where Alex is going to be. Each trip, he offers him a new, unique experience, as he says, a different perspective, right? And when we're sitting down and we're talking, I'm always interested in hearing about where Alex goes, because he could be talking about his hiking trips in the trails of the Swiss Alps, and then in the next minute he'll be talking about the rich culture that's in Japan. So Alex has gone from a person that wasn't so interested to a person that is enriched with a whole bunch of experiences. But his creativity was sparked by just allowing himself the opportunity to shift his mind a little bit. And what's also happened is it sparked creativity in his work and innovation in his work, so much that he was able to go back and create a business that he controls his time doing exactly what he was doing, exchanging time for money. Today, I think he's reaping the rewards. So, reaping the rewards, that's the combination of fitness and travel, and how it's had a profound impact on Alex's financial situation, because he's had an increase in energy, he's had an increase in creativity. He was able to develop this innovative way to do business. So he shares these business ideas and these solutions. And his networking opportunities have expanded global. It's not even local anymore. So he's met new people. He's been able to build these meaningful connections from his travels. And these experiences translate into new business growth. It translates into new ventures and significantly enhances his lifestyle. His financial success has gone through the roof. Doesn't this sound like you? Doesn't this sound like you? If you're living a life of prosperity, if you're living a life of abundance, maybe this does sound like you. Maybe this sounds like you. I can tell you what, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Here are a couple of takeaways I want you to have. I want you to think about my friend Alex and his story, how it exemplifies prioritizing fitness and travel. And it transforms him from one life to another. And by investing in his own personal health and seeking enriching experiences, Alex achieves a balance and a fulfilling life. See, his journey highlights the truth about wealth. It's not about financial success, but it's about a holistic well-being and a richness of experiences. This is what I'm talking about. This is the essence of what Lifestyle Focused Wealth Community is all about. So if I can use Alex's transformation to serve as a powerful insight to you, how integrating fitness and lifestyle into his life can lead you to personal growth, increased productivity, enhanced financial success. It can be a reminder that wealth is a manifested, encompassing situation. Wealth can be manifested. Okay? It's not just about money, but it's also about happiness. It's also about health. It's also about the joy of exploration. So you might want to start incorporating these things in your journey towards really living the type of life that you really, really want to live, right? And I'm going to encourage you to do that. If you like this episode today, leave it in the comments. Let me know. If this has been a refreshing vitamin for you, a change of pace where you got a nugget or two that maybe you're thinking, I just need to work hard. I need to work harder. I need to work harder. Hopefully, this recap of how we take our balanced lifestyle back, the power of our balanced lifestyle is important to us here, and how we measure that out. And in our discussion, we've talked about exploring the integration of fitness and travel into our lifestyle, and how it contributes to a more holistic and more fulfilling concept of wealth. So let's recap. I want to recap these and then we're going to let you go. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Lifestyle Focused Wealth. But beyond monetary wealth, I want you to remember that the true wealth works beyond financial gains. It encompasses health, experiences, and personal growth. Number 2, fitness, the foundation of vitality. Regular exercise increases your energy levels, enhances your productivity, and reduces stress, and improves your quality of sleep. For those of you who like rest like I do, these opportunities and these benefits collectively contribute to a much more effective and fulfilling lifestyle. I promise you. Number 3, travel. Expand your horizons. Try something different. And look for opportunities while you're doing these things. Travel enriches your life and exposes you to new cultures and ideas and perspectives. It fosters creativity, personal growth, and it also provides you valuable networking opportunities, okay? And you also want to take advantage of holistic wealth. This balanced approach of wealth combines financial stability with physical health and enriching experiences. So this type of holistic view that we're talking about is much more well-rounded. It's much more enriched with life filled with joy and fulfillment. Its concentration is just that. We want you to be full of life. Live life to the fullest until it's empty, right? And I hope that you get the opportunity to have a personal transformation, that you will be able to share your story with us about how you've transformed. Maybe you've already gone through this. If you would share it with us, go to roncojohnson.com, send me an email, or catch me on the DMs. I would love to know your story. Share it with other people. Okay? Maybe I can talk about your story like I talk about Alice's story, because it simply fits and exemplifies how prioritizing fitness and travel can transform your life from one way to another by investing a little time in health and experiences. My friend Alex, he was able to achieve the balance, the lifestyle he's always wanted, and enhanced financial success. So by embracing this life, the value of his fitness and travel, he didn't just accumulate wealth, you guys. You're investing in your overall well-being and creating a life of rich experiences, health, and happiness. And that's the balanced approach that I'm talking about, helping you get greater fulfillment out of life and a more profound sense of true wealth. Hey, that's my time today. I'm Ronco Johnson, keeping you company today. Thank you for joining us on When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? When we talked about planning your budget, we talked about your wealth, we talked about health, and we talked about playing around with some new experiences. I just want you to make sure that you catch us right here every Friday. We'll be right here. We're not going anywhere. That's right. We're not going anywhere. You catch us every Friday at 1 o'clock. You can send me an email. Or if you want to join us for a coaching session, go to roncojohnson.com and join us. I just want to say thank you so much for spending some time with me today. As you can see, I'm going to go right after this episode, and we're going right back out, and we're going to go enjoy the sunshine. We're going to go put our feet on the ground and get grounded once again. And inhale very deeply and exhale very deeply. And think about the things that we control, the things that we can think about and manifest and create. And don't forget, keep a log of what it is that you're thinking about and watch them come true. Hey, that's my time. Thank you so much. And I'm Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. I look forward to seeing you guys next week, every Friday, 1 o'clock at the top. And in Godspeed, I know that you're going to have a fabulous weekend. And I look forward to talking to you much more then. All right? So sit back, relax, unwind, tell a friend. I'll see you next Friday, 1 o'clock. Have a good day and see you next time.